We about to get some real shit, nigga. Listen. Christopher Nolan filmography ranked. Who else does it better than me? Nobody, nigga. We're gonna start with some of his first ever films. The Prestige. I'm gonna say based. It could have been God tier, but for some reason, I watched it like twice. It doesn't really give me that feeling of coming back to the Prestige like that. Great film, great shots, great story. It's Christopher Nolan. What else do we have to say? He knows what the fuck he's doing when it comes to science fiction, sci-fi, mystery, magic, any of these type of genres. He kills it, man. He kills it. He's just been delivering us classics for what, over 20 years now. The Dark Knight, what is this? Or is this Batman Begins? No, it's not. How is it gonna be Batman Begins? Wait, I gotta pull up the names are so hard to see right now. Wait. The names are so hard to see right now. Alright, The Dark Knight. Which one is the one with... Yeah, this is God tier. I'm not even gonna lie. This is God tier. This is the one with the Joker. Not the one with Bane. God tier. Do I have to explain it? Everyone's already... You've seen all of the YouTube videos on it. All the YouTube videos on how good Heath Ledger's performance was. I think a very underrated performance of this movie was Two-Face's performance. Two-Face had a pretty good performance. The Batman trilogy is goated. No cap. Now, what's the other one? What happened to Batman Begins? Why is Batman Begins not a part of this? He did Batman Begins as well. Oh, this is it right here. Oh, Batman Begins. It was mid. I'm not gonna lie. Batman Begins was kind of mid. It was alright. It's cool. Could have been better. It was cool. You know? It's alright. Alright, The Dark Knight Rises. I think this is based. I think it gets I think it gets too much hate. I know Bane's performance could have been better, and they could have portrayed Bane in a better light. Other than some terrorists, but the underlying theme behind the movie wasn't that bad. I think some of Bane's quotes were really good. It's just the movie was kind of all over the place. From the whole well scene, they could have put more into the well scene. They could have put more stories into, more explanations into the importance behind him making it out of the well to go and fight Bane. But I heard a lot of this movie was also chopped up, and the director's cut does it justice. And a lot of people who've watched the director's cut say that it's as good as The Dark Knight. I don't know. But I think it got a little too much hate. Memento. Okay, let's just go in order. Tenet is God tier. I don't care what anyone says. Tenet is God tier. This movie is one of the best movies of the 2020s. It's just a lot of people don't like it because they didn't get it on their first two watches or first three watches. It's a very long movie, but the story is so fire, and the fact that you could literally watch a movie in in backwards and understand it better is insane. It's insane. Now, could he have done a little bit better with presenting the story? Yes, he could have done better. But does it take away from the journey that you're on in Tenet? No, it doesn't. And Jonathan David did a great job of portraying the main character, aka the protagonist. I love this movie. I'm a fucking sucker for science fiction. I don't care what you guys have to say. I know a lot of people don't fuck with science fiction, but I'm a sucker for science fiction. Tenet, great movie. Oppenheimer. I'm not gonna lie. I was expecting a lot more from Oppenheimer. I was expecting a lot more from Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer was a snooze fest for me. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, bro. It was mid. The lead up was like I think the trailers did it. It was better than the fucking movie, bro. Overhyped, overrated. The only thing that's good from Oppenheimer is that quote from the Bhavata Gita. It's okay. It's all right. Memento. I watched this earlier last year. Based movie, great story, great character. How the story just breaks down towards like the climax. I would say it's simple, but it's simple done right. You know what I'm saying? It's simple, but simple done right. Now, at the time, for what he was doing, of course, it wasn't simple. But now, like, come on, I'm rating this based off of the movies that we've been seeing, and it's cool. It's cool. It's a good story, great editing. I would say the editing carries it so hard, but yeah, you could see that he perfectly got across what what he was the message he was trying to like get across. He perfectly got it across, and I would like to see a remake of this movie in the future. I'm not gonna lie, especially now with the technology we have. But I would say we would need like a good actor to play it. Robert Pattinson would probably do a great job with the Memento character. Robert Pattinson. Who else? Hmm. No remakes, please. They always fail. I would trust. It depends who you have making the remake, though. It really depends who you have making the remake. But for now, I'd say the number one actor I would put up to help with this remake. Oh, okay, Robert Pattinson. But if not Robert Pattinson, I would say Jake Gyllenhaal would be a great replacement for Robert Pattinson if we're gonna go with great actors for the movies. Interstellar, one of the greatest sci-fi movies of all time, hands down, bar none. And the soundtrack that goes with Interstellar makes the hairs on my balls, on my testicles, rise every time they're going to warp through space. No, I'm not taking that back. Yes, you just listen to that vulgarity. I don't care. Holy shit. Like, I would say like Interstellar is like the story, like the framing of the story kind of reminds me of Tenet. Like one thing that's a key like component of Christopher Nolan's movies is he loves to play with the order of his movies. They're never like most of the times they're never in chronological order, and you have to take the movie apart and put it in chronological order yourself. I love that shit. I love movies that sit down and actually make you think about the movie for at least a week after, and especially if it's not a scary movie because fuck, I hate scary movies, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm black. What can I say, man? I'm black. But yeah, Interstellar, great movie, great soundtrack. I would say, bro, the only movie from like the 2020s that has a comparable soundtrack to Interstellar is Dune 2. The Dune 2 soundtrack. Mwah, 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 mwah. Oh my god. Holy shit. Hans Zimmerman. What a guy. Hans Zimmerman, if you want your movie to be done justice in the soundtrack, you hire Hans Zimmerman and you have him produce magic for you, basically. That's what I call this shit, magic, because it's just perfect. It's literally perfect. I don't know what's that guy's process when it comes to thinking up, you know, the sounds he wants to go with for these movies, but I love to see his creative process. I'm gonna rank the movies in order after I'm finished. All right, Insomnia. Is it Insomnia? I haven't watched Insomnia, so I'm just gonna call it trash. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it trash. I haven't watched Insomnia. I'm just gonna call it trash. Inception. This is without a doubt, in my opinion, his great. Wait, I'm gonna leave it here. I'm leaving it here. Still haven't watched Dune 2. What are you doing, Dan? Dune 2 is a fucking experience. You're missing out. You gotta watch that movie before you die. Please. Don't do that to yourself. Alright, so Inception, God tier. Dune is ass. It's ass because you don't understand it, buddy. But Inception. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna put the movies in order after I'm finished. What is this? Following? What is this? Oh, The Following. Yeah, trash. I haven't watched that. I haven't watched that. It probably is a good movie, but I haven't watched it. All right, Dunkirk, considered one of the greatest war films of all time. Yeah, I know. Got a bunch of Academy Award winning nominees. Yes, I know. Got a lot of awards for it too. Golden Globes. I heard Oscars were giving out awards for it. It's alright, nice. Is it my cup of tea? No, it's boring. I'm sorry. Yes, I've never gone back to this movie after I finished watching it. It's not interesting enough. It's not an interesting enough war movie for me to go back to. I'd probably say the most interesting war movie I've ever watched is Inglourious Bastards from Quentin Tarantino, and that wasn't even really based on a true story, but I'm a Quentin Tarantino glazer, so that's fear. That's fear. That's fear. That's fear. When it comes to movies, I don't fuck around. All right, now I'm gonna put this in order. Going from ass, for the ones that are in ass, I haven't watched them. Okay, I haven't watched them. It's cool. It's alright. It's alright. It's cool. Oppenheimer. Yeah, pretty good. It's like high mid tier. Dunkirk, worst of the mid tier. Memento, better than Batman Begins, but The Prestige is the highest. Like I would say, is the highest rated base movie. Now we get down to the God tier. Inception. Holy shit, man. This is gonna get rough. Inception, I'd probably put it second. Interstellar, third. Tenet last. Ooh, I'm gonna put Inception. I'm gonna put Inception over Dark Knight. Yeah, Inception over the Dark Knight. Inception is just so good. A dream within a dream within a dream. Dream jumping. Understanding the dreamscape. Hell no. This is a crime. Listen, buddy, if you don't agree with the list, go make your own. But I'm not some Batman nerd. Oh, the Joker, the Joker. Heath Ledger, let me suck you off. No, I'm not one of those guys, bro. Yes, Heath Ledger's performance was legendary. Yes, I will give him his flowers, but I don't think we give Leo enough credit for Inception. And Inception was definitely was literally the first ever Christopher Nolan movie I ever watched. And it's still the best. It's still the best. Inception, yes, you're right. Inception is the best movie of all time. It's probably, I would put it up there. For the top 10 movies I've ever watched, Inception is whoa. Holy shit, it's an experience, man. I love that fucking movie. I love that fucking movie. You need to watch Insomnia. It's good. I'll watch it. I will watch it. But I think this is the most perfect movie Christopher Nolan filmography ranking ever made. I hit all the nails on the head. Perfect points. And if there's any movie buff out there that's willing to debate me on why this list is the best list of all time and what should be changed, go argue with a fucking rock. So I'm not because my word is final. My word is law. Downloading this image, I'm gonna put this up on Twitter. Anyone on Twitter that wants to glaze me for my opinions on movie, you're welcome to glaze. Thank you.